Have you ever noticed how some men vanish from a woman's memory almost instantly, while others leave a mark that stays for years? It's not about looks. It's not about being charming or funny. It's not about money or status. What makes a man unforgettable is how he made her feel. The memory lingers, not because of a joke he told or the clothes he wore, but because of the energy he carried, the strength he embodied, and the calm confidence that resonated in every interaction. Most men live react. They chase approval. They over-explain themselves. They try to impress, and when things don't go their way, they scramble to be chosen. But a stoic man, a man of true inner strength, moves differently. He doesn't perform. He doesn't try to control how others see him. He simply is. And that quiet presence, that rooted calm, is what lingers in a woman's mind long after he has walked away. What separates the unforgettable from the forgettable are 6 core traits. These traits are not learned overnight. They are cultivated over time through discipline, reflection, and self-mastery. They are not about manipulation or trying to get someone to like you. They are about becoming a man whose presence is rare and precious. A man who radiates stability, strength, and calm. The first trait is emotional control. She never forgets the man who masters his emotions. Think about it. Most men lose control the moment they feel rejected or disrespected. They raise their voices, argue, beg for validation, or over-explain themselves in a desperate attempt to prove worth. A stoic man does not do this. He breathes, he observes, he responds with calm precision. He understands that external events cannot dictate his inner state. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this and you'll find strength." Imagine a situation where she says something sharp, perhaps trying to test you. Most men react. They snap, argue, or retaliate. A stoic man stays composed. He smiles slightly and says, "I understand," and then moves on. That simple silence, that measured response, leaves a mark. Emotional control is more than just not reacting. It is a signal to her that being around you is safe. She knows that no matter what happens, you will not be consumed by fleeting emotions. Safety, calm, and stability, these are rare qualities, and they are unforgettable. Beyond the immediate impact, emotional control reflects mastery over oneself. A man who cannot control his temper or his fear of rejection is constantly at the mercy of external circumstances. But a man who masters his emotions demonstrates an inner fortress. Every woman remembers the man who, even in the face of provocation, remains grounded. She associates him with security, with calm, with dignity. That impression is etched into memory because it is so rare. The second trait is deep listening. She never forgets the man who listens more than he speaks. In today's world, everyone wants to be heard. Opinions are shouted, conversations are interrupted, and people argue to dominate rather than understand. A stoic man does not fall into this trap. He listens not just to words, but to meaning, emotion, and intent. He is present. When she speaks, he is not waiting to respond. He is not formulating his next sentence. He is fully there, absorbing the moment. The power of listening cannot be overstated. When someone truly feels heard, it awakens a profound sense of validation and connection. Think of the countless times a conversation ends and one person feels empty because they were never truly listened to. A man who listens deeply makes her feel understood without having to explain herself repeatedly. The quiet attention says, "You matter. Your words, your feelings, your experiences, they are important." That presence, that silent acknowledgement, is unforgettable. Few men offer it, and that rarity is what makes it powerful. Listening is also a reflection of emotional intelligence. A man who listens understands that wisdom is not in speaking, but in understanding. He recognizes the nuances in tone, pauses, and gestures. He discerns what is left unsaid and responds with subtlety and care. This kind of presence is calming. It signals empathy, respect, and awareness. When she experiences this, she remembers it, because very few men possess the patience and discipline to truly listen. The third trait is the ability to walk away in peace. She never forgets the man who leaves without chaos. Most men, when rejected or faced with disappointment, react with desperation. They beg, argue, or try to force closure. A stoic man does the opposite. He does not chase what is not his to hold. He says, "I wish you well," and walks away with dignity. No anger, no bitterness, no revenge. Walking away is one of the most misunderstood signs of strength. Society often equates chasing with power and walking away with weakness, but true strength is knowing your worth and not allowing external validation to define it. She remembers a man who walked away in peace because it was unexpected, powerful, and rare. He did not cling, he did not complain, he did not attempt to manipulate her feelings. He simply honored himself and the situation. That moment of quiet dignity leaves a lasting imprint on memory. When a man walks away peacefully, it signals mastery over desire and detachment. He is not controlled by need, by ego, or by fleeting emotions. He demonstrates that he belongs to himself first. And when a woman encounters that rare level of self-possession, it is unforgettable. It resonates on a deeper level than charm, flattery, or temporary gestures ever could. The fourth trait is living with purpose beyond her. She never forgets the man who has a life mission greater than himself. A Stoic man's life is not centered around seeking attention or validation from others. His days are structured by goals, projects, and growth. He wakes up with a plan, builds something meaningful, and improves consistently. Purpose attracts respect. When a woman sees that you do not drop everything for her attention, that your mission comes first, she cannot help but admire you. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be willing to be thought foolish, because your path won't always make sense to others, but it gives your life direction, structure, and meaning." A man with direction exudes certainty, and certainty feels safe. A woman respects a man who is committed to his life because she sees that his focus is unwavering. Purpose also protects your presence from being wasted on trivialities. Many men lose themselves in relationships, chasing approval and validation. A Stoic man knows that his energy is precious. He prioritizes growth, contribution, and self-mastery. Women are naturally drawn to men who have direction because such men radiate confidence, independence, and focus. These qualities are not flashy, but they are unforgettable. The fifth trait is the ability to radiate calm presence. She never forgets the man whose energy brings peace rather than chaos. Excitement fades, passion fades, drama fades, but calm endures. Most relationships crumble under emotional highs, jealousy, tension, and instability. A Stoic man, however, is like a grounding force. His presence feels like a deep breath after a long day. When she is with a man who radiates calm, she relaxes, she feels safe, she can be herself without fear of emotional turbulence. That calm becomes associated with your very being. She remembers it because peace is rare, and people never forget where they found it. Calm is more powerful than charm because it signals stability, maturity, and reliability. It is the energy of someone who has mastered himself and is not swayed by fleeting external circumstances. The sixth trait is silent forgiveness. She never forgets the man who forgives without bitterness. Forgiveness is often mistaken for weakness, but it is a profound expression of strength. A Stoic man does not seek revenge. He does not gossip. He does not dwell on the actions of others. He lets time reveal truths and releases resentment, because holding on to it only poisons the soul. When a woman sees that a man has forgiven without resentment, she feels something hard to describe: respect, admiration, and awe. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." True forgiveness is mastery over the self. It is the ability to move forward without letting past grievances control your present or future. That quiet strength is unforgettable because most people lack it. When combined, these six traits form the essence of an unforgettable man. He stays calm under pressure. He listens with presence. He walks away with dignity. He lives with purpose. He radiates calm. He forgives without bitterness. Such a man does not seek validation. He embodies virtue. Long after messages fade, memories blur, and emotions settle, she remembers him. She remembers the one who chose peace over pride, purpose over attention, and wisdom over reaction. An unforgettable man does not try to manipulate. He does not seek to impress. He is not loud, flashy, or performative. He simply embodies qualities that are rare, precious, and deeply resonant. His life is defined not by others' opinions but by his own discipline, values, and self. That is the mark of true Stoic strength, and that is why he is never forgotten. If this lesson resonates with you, take it to heart. Observe your reactions, practice presence, cultivate purpose, embody calm, master forgiveness. Walk your path with quiet confidence, and in doing so, become the man whose presence lingers long after he is gone. Stay grounded, stay calm, and above all, Walk your path with dignity and discipline. The world may forget many things, but the energy of a man who has mastered himself is never forgotten.